Hello boys and girls, welcome back to another English language lesson for grade 7. And today we want to look at summary writing, more specifically substitution. So I need you to sit back, relax, and enjoy as we dive in. Now let's look at some techniques that we can use when we're summarizing a passage. Now there are 3 important techniques for making a summary. They are selection, rejection, and substitution. Let me say that again. There are 3 important techniques for making a summary. They are selection, rejection, and substitution. And as I would have said earlier, we would like to focus our attention on substitution. Now, selection. For making a summary, it is very important to select the main idea, keywords, and the special terms in the source. They help in getting the idea and making the summary. Rejection. It is a process of removing unwanted and not so important sentences while making summaries as note-making example. Let's go that again. With the rejection, it is a process of removing what? Unwanted and not so important sentences. In the rejection stage, we want to ensure that we are only removing unnecessary information. Okay, boys and girls? Now, substitution. It is a process in which new sentences get to add up instead of the previous one. Also, several sentences are combined to form one sentence. It reduces the length of the summary. So it's substitution. This is where you use your own words. But you want to ensure that what you are expressing, the main idea, it is the same as the main idea stated in the passage. All right, now let's look at some guidelines. Be careful to select the theme of the passage or reading material. So you want to ensure that you know what the theme is. 2, do not reproduce sentences from the original text. This is known as lifting. So when you take the exact words or the exact sentence or sentences from the passage you have to summarize and you write it exactly as it is in your summary, we call this what? Lifting, and you don't want to do that. Number 3, do not provide scope for ambiguity. You're probably asking yourself, what does that mean? No, you want to ensure that what you are writing as your summary, that it is clear, that you don't have a lot of double meanings coming out. It should be clear. So when someone reads your summary, they should understand what the main text is saying. Whatever you are summarizing, they should clearly understand it. Okay, boys and girls? Number 4, include all major ideas. Let me say that again. Include all major ideas. Number 5, be objective and write a summary in 3rd person. So you want to ensure that you don't include words like I and me, but you want to write it in the 3rd person. And I like to say the 3rd person is an outside view. Number 6, do not include any redundant data. So you want to ensure that in your summary, you don't keep on repeating the same information that is stated in the text 2 or 3, not even 2 times in your summary. Number 7, never introduce your ideas. What does this mean? Keep your personal feelings and opinions to yourself. Leave it out of the summary. Number 8, do not criticize or change the original source. Now, if someone, when they read your summary, it is not saying anything like the original text or the source, your summary is incorrect. Do not criticize or change the original source. Number 9, limit your summary. It must not be more than 1/3 the length of the original passage. Now, so basically, you want to ensure that you are as concise as possible, meaning what? To the point. Your summary needs to be to the point, expressing the main ideas of the source. Number 10, prefer short, simple, and self-dependent sentences. So you want short, simple, and self-dependent sentences. Number 11, avoid needless repetitions. So you don't want to be repeating the same point, or you don't want to keep on using the same word over and over in your summary. And number 12, logically link each section. So each section of what you're writing, you want to ensure that it is linked in a sensible manner, in a manner that makes what? Complete sense. All right, let's continue. Now let's look at a few examples. Now, one-word substitution. A one-word substitution question requires you to replace a sentence with a single word. However, remember that while doing so, you must not change the exact meaning of the sentences. For example, something easily broken. What is one word we can use to represent something that is easily broken? We can use the word fragile. All right, let's continue. Life history of a person written by that person. What is a word that we can use to represent this? A life history of a person written by that person. What is one word that we can use to represent that entire statement there? Autobiography. Very good. Next example. Fear of confined places. Fear of confined places. What is one word that we can use to mean the same as fear of confined places? Claustrophobia. Very good. Next example. Sleeping rooms with several beds, especially in a college or institution. What is one word that we can use? Dormitory. Very good. Now let's examine the passage, safety in the home. The way I see it, people need to be made far more aware of safety in ordinary everyday situations. A classic example, of course, is the child reaching for the bottle of tablets mom forgot to lock away. And it seems to me that the cinema would be the ideal place in which to get the message across. A film about safety tucked at the end of the forthcoming attractions and advertisements would then be seen by a large section of the population. All right, now how can we summarize this? Now let's look at the summary. Showing short safety films in the cinema would be an excellent way of promoting awareness of the needs for everyday safety consciousness. Let me read this again. Showing short safety films in the cinema would be an excellent way of promoting awareness of the need for everyday safety consciousness. So do you notice there how that example, the summary is very short? And it captures the essence of the passage provided. And that's basically what you have to do when you're writing your summary. Let's dive into our exercise for today. And the instruction reads, select one of the 4 options given which you think is the correct answer. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, a statement which is accepted as true without proof. A statement which is accepted as true without proof. And the options are A, axiom, B, evidence, C, placard, or D, idiom. Which one do you think is the answer? Now, if you selected A, you're correct. Axiom, a statement which is accepted as true without proof. Number 2, animals who live in herds. Animals who live in herds. And the options are A, sociable, B, herbivores, C, social, or D, gregarious. Which one do you think is the answer? Now, if you selected D, gregarious, you are correct. Animals who live in herds, we call them gregarious. Number 3, animals that feed on plants. Animals that feed on plants. What's one word that we can use? The options are A, carnivorous, B, insectivorous, C, herbivorous, or D, graminivorous. Which one do you think is the correct answer? C, herbivorous. Let's continue. Number 4, general view of person's character. General view of person's character. Which word can we use? A, sketch, B, profile, C, introduction, or D, biography. B, profile. So basically we can say the profile is a general view of a person's character. Number 5, a person who tries to deceive people by claiming to be able to do wonderful things. And the options are A, trickster, B, imposter, C, clown, and D, magician. What do you think is the answer? A, trickster. Very good. So trickster try to deceive people. Number 6, medical study of skin and its diseases. Medical study of skin and its diseases. And the options are geology, pathology, cardiology, and dermatology. Which word can we use to substitute the group of words read? Dermatology. Very good. Number 7, partner in crime. And the options are A, ally, B, accomplice, C, spy, and D, fanatic. Which word do you think is the correct answer? B, accomplice. Very good. Number 8, committing murder in revenge. Committing murder in revenge. And the options are A, vendetta, B, massacre, C, homicide, or D, regicide? Which word is the correct answer? A, vendetta. Very good. Number 9. Art of writing for newspapers and magazines. Art of writing for newspapers and magazines. And the options are A, journalism, B, literature, C, biography, and D, artistry. Which word do you think is the correct answer? A, journalism. Very good. And finally, number 10. A person from the countryside who is considered to be awkward and stupid. A, immigrant, B, resident, C, bumpkin, or D, philanderer. Which word do you think is the correct answer? C, bumpkin. Very good. Now I want to thank you for participating in class today, and I want to encourage you to practice this substitution method of summary writing in your daily life. Practice it when you're speaking, and more importantly, practice it in your writing. Until we meet again, I'm Sir Jared, and I'm out.